everyone, so we're out today. Got a few lures. We got some nice big flats here. We're just before the low tide. Got about an hour, 2 hours sort of thing. We're going to fish it, see how we go with that. The other thing we're going to try out is the Molix, the Glidebait. Brand new lures. I'm going to put them through their paces today. Got 3 rods, one with a soft plastic just for a bit of general flicking, but yeah, just want to see how it goes. And then I've got the Molix, like I said, the 130 Glide. So brand new once again. Haven't even swam it, haven't even got it out of the box, so we're going to see how that one goes. Just really throw them around, try and get some flathead on it. It's heading into that sort of time of year where everyone's out big lures chasing flathead, so figured why not. So let's get casting, let's get into it. So first off, I'm going to try out this Molix. So it weighs 30 grams. I didn't realize actually both weigh 30 grams. Box is a little bit how are you going, just because it's been sitting in the boat for a while. Oh god. They don't make it easy to get into, do they? Use the braid scissors on plastic. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Now we're getting somewhere. So the packaging is not super friendly, but it's all right. There we go. So straight off the bat, I'm looking at this and I'm making an assessment. Hooks are pretty light duty, but that's okay. This is a slow sink model. Just figuring out what rod we want to throw it on. Thinking, because I've got a 10 to 20 pound, which can handle 30 gram lures, and then I've got my 8 to 16 pound. So really want to start off with a loop knot. 2, 3. 3 turns loop round. The reason you run a loop knot on glide baits is it gives you the most action. So not too bad. Cut the tag off. See how it swims beside the boat. Okay, so it's not bad, if you can see that. So it's got more of a gentle glide. So it's not really a, oh yeah, you can sort of chop it. So what I mean by chop it is see how you can kick it on the side. But yeah, it's got a fairly good range of movement on that. The Gancrafter normally throwing 130 doesn't have the same kick. Normally what you get the kick from is this little gap in here. So the bigger gap you have, the more that turns, and the more it turns, the better angles you get. So like I said, this is a, so this is a 7-foot rod, 10 to 20 pound. I mainly got it for the cast weight. So the cast weight on this is 1 ounce. 1 ounce is like 25-ish, 28 grams, something like that. So this weighs 30, so it can handle it. You don't get super long distance casts though. 2 retrieves we'll probably look to do. It's just a slow wind, just super steady. Want a loose drag on this, just because of the weight. So just super slow wind. The other one is like a twitch, and then throw like a pause into it. So as this flat drains around us here, we'll look to fish this sort of bay that we got going on. It's a spot that I catch flathead in, so it's why we brought it here. But first impressions, it's not too bad. They got these little wings on them, not sure what that's all about. Probably more of a marketing thing than anything. If realistically, I'd probably piss them off. That's just going to slow down that turn at the front, and the hooks aren't the heaviest duty, but yeah, let's just see. Push in here a bit shallower because we're in 3 foot now, so it's about waist deep. This sinks at a really slow rate. So unless I'm going to put a sticky weight onto this, which I did bring along just in case, I'll probably throw one on there, I'm going to have to fish this shallow. So this will be good in like that 1 to 2 foot range, because you're going to want the fish to come up. Because there's so much current here where we're sitting, not really ideal. Like 3 foot down, the fish have to come a long way up to find this. So we'll push in here a bit more. Just keeping an eye on the sounder, making sure we don't run aground as we come in. We've only got a 0.6 low. Normally I'd like to fish here like a 0.2, 0.4. So we got 600 mil of extra, well, sorry, 400 mil of extra water. So the flat doesn't fully drain down, but we've just sort of got to get, yeah. So we've went from 3 foot to about 3.5 to fairly sharp rise. So what I mean is it drops just sort of down. So you don't want to push it too far. I have done that before and you generally run aground. But that's sort of the plan is, let's just see how this goes. I don't know if the big fish have started moving through the system yet, but I mean, the only way you generally find out is by fishing. You see the stuff moving around up in there, eh? Like there's a bit of bait being chased and stuff being harassed. Oof. Speak of the devil. I have caught a massive GT here before. Massive being about 60. There is something huge on the sounder though that just swam past us. No, my luck, it'll probably be a shark. There's actually some big boils in there around our lure, which is probably me just spooking stuff. It's still out there, whatever it is. It's probably a little bull shark pushing up into this flat. It's that time of year where they do silly things like that. But there's plenty of little bait getting around. And that's sort of the plan, right? Is just flick this in, try a few different retrieves. We're starting off with the slow wind just because we've got a fair amount of current here. And I'm sort of throwing a bit of a twitch in there, just make it a little bit more erratic in case, you know, if there's a fish following it, it might be inclined to hit it. Oh, oh, you're kidding. Well, we're on. Feels all right. Feels okay. Hope that wasn't a bull shark. Otherwise we're going to find out very soon. But hey, look, what's that, like third cast maybe? We've caught a flathead. It's not, I was going to say it's not doing too much, but oh, get out of there. Sort of sitting under the boat now. It's always hard to tell here the size. I'm going to pick it's like that 40 to 50. It's definitely a flathead. You can tell by those runs. But hey, catches fish. I think this came in at like a 30-ish dollar lure. Might have been like $30 to $35. I think one hook just pulled, which isn't ideal. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Yeah, he's an alright one. Probably run that drag slightly looser. Well, we're off to a good start, that's for sure. First fish on the board. Ugh, there we go. He's tangled himself up in the net. There you go, the Molix 130. I think it's called a 130 glide. Glidebait 130, slow sink, 13 centimeters, color 458. This is not sponsored at all. This is more of just, we're doing a little bit of review, just mixing it up, just sort of showing you guys that I can, just showing you guys, we're just going to throw a little bit of everything and just sort of see what works. I love testing out new lures. I normally do it off camera, but I thought start bringing you guys along, show you when I go through it. There you go, he's just over 50, so not a bad fish at all. We'll chuck him in a live well. Father-in-law's just asked if I get any fairly good sized ones to bring him home. He sort of likes that 45 to 65 range. Bigger than that, we tend to let go. So, there you go. Straight along there. So, interesting take for your girl. Assume she's a girl, probably. But straight along that bottom there. So we were just working that, as you've seen, just chucked it out, rolled it along. I think that was just a steady wind. But like I said, we're going to chuck this one into the live well for the father-in-law. If we get a couple more, we'll take them home. If not, we just let them all go at the end. So we'll put her in, we'll get back to it. Well, there you go. So once again, you can sort of see it a bit better now, bit better light. Sort of got a nice enticing kick to it, which I like. See if there's another one in there. We haven't moved yet. We just sort of, yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, third cast maybe, and he just grabbed it and took off. The flat's starting to get a good drain to it. So unfortunately today we don't have a low. We've only got a 0.6. So I really prefer those lower lows. You get more run, but you've got, the fish are more condensed to where they need to be. Wasn't swimming properly because we picked up a bit of weed. So, I mean, as you'll see, I guess you'll catch flathead. You'll catch flathead any time of the tide, but it's just something big cruising around. Look at that go, that big V. Yeah, you'll catch them any time. It's just you got to find a tide for the area you like. And this little bay on this flat generally fishes better. I mean, I still catch fish later on when the tide changes, but for now, it's not bad. Nice little S action there. One thing about casting it I'm noticing is when you cast it, glidbaits tend to do this, they like to go side on. You don't get that bullet like cast you do from plastics really. Just something very, very common with them. See those rain clouds, coastal showers today. Many coastal showers, they were saying. Water's pretty clean, which is good to see. Came out here the other day, long weekend, and it was just brown. So I came here to give this go earlier. Yeah, brown. So I just turned away and just left. Just was not worth fishing. But you can almost see the bottom. I did contemplate getting this in like that translucent. They got like 6 or 7 different colors, but I quite like these natural presentations. I just feel like it's a one size fits most sort of scenario where you feel like you can just take it anywhere and fish it, like clean water or dirty water, whereas the bright colors are more just dirty water. Don't know how much it matters for flathead yet, mainly because they always fish the same sort of colors, but you sort of fish what you're confident in. And I'm fairly confident in this, so. Oh, there we go. Good fish. So that one, it's actually a decent fish. That one I felt the twink. So when I paused that, oh God, it's shallow in there, isn't it? When I paused it, I felt the doink. So that's good. It's not a bad fish. Haven't seen him, but just feeling the way he's fighting. Oh. Doing the old death wobble. He's only just pinned, really just got a hook through him, so that's all right. This one might get lost. Oh no, the other hook just got him in the head. There we go. So he's number 2 on the glide. A little bit smaller, probably that 45 to, yeah, maybe that 45 to 50. So there's the second fish now on the glide. It's been about probably 30 minutes we've been throwing it. So we've got 2 fish, both around that 50 range, which is really good to see. There's the old frogger. So if you haven't caught many flathead, you can sort of see right there against my finger, big barb. That hurts. And then the other ones you really need to be careful of is, see these ones? They hurt as well. And then in the mouth, right at the top there of his mouth. So everything about them. They're such a cool fish to catch. They're very tasty. I'd probably say they're the most common caught fish probably in Australia. But this is a dusky, so this is more of a northern species. Northern being Queensland. But he'll go in the live well, sit there with the other one. So 250s, the father-in-law will be pretty happy with that. There he is. So he's traveling pretty good. Like, the hooks haven't bent out yet, which I thought they may have. The tail hasn't fallen out because they got a little tail insert, but it's holding up pretty good. The finish is really good. Not getting really much raspberryness, not much hook rash yet. Hasn't fallen apart. So you know what? So like I said, for that $35, it's been pretty solid. Like, I know, tell a lie. We got a slight bend to a hook, very, very slightly. So just on there. So we'll gently straighten that one back out. It's probably the only thing so far, letting it down, but it's not really made for flathead, I don't think. It's a good flathead lure, obviously. It's working quite well, very consistent. But we'll gently bend that back, and if it does it again, we'll upgrade the hooks on it. Let's throw him in the live well and let's keep fishing. So many mullet, eh? So many mullet. Which is roughly, I guess this is like a herring cross whiting look-alike. Definitely stuff scooting around, eh? Whatever it is, probably won't take a glide bait, but we'll find out, won't we? It's probably just mullet actually getting spooked. Oh, okay. I thought we were snagged on the bottom. Back that drag off now. Feels like a good fish. I just thought we were snagged. You probably see me go rip rip because we were sitting on the we've been hitting a bit of rock and stuff. This actually feels like a better quality fish. It's fighting better than the last one did. It's actually running. Seems to be a flathead. You can sort of tell by the way it's moving. So we back drag off. We sort of want to keep a bit of tension on him. Let him run when he wants to run. Maybe this will be like a 60, maybe a bit bigger. He's just sitting down there, eh? He's not really coming up. Ooh. Caught a glimpse of him. He's definitely a flathead. Definitely a flathead. Got really good weight. It's hard to lift him. He's taking us for a walk though. It's definitely a flathead. What's it doing? What's it doing? Oh, we've foul hooked one. It's either foul hooked or it's re-hooked it in the side. Explains so much. Looks like it's about a 60. But explains all of the weight and all the issues. So the front hook's probably come out, slid down its belly, then we've re-hooked him on the side. Still a really good fish though. If it comes on board. Oh, it's actually bigger than I thought. Actually a really good fish. Really, really good fish. Alright guys, so we've thrown a glove on, just a work glove, just because bigger fish can show it off and I don't really want to get one of those hooks in me. That's where I'd ended up taking it. So yeah, big girl, beautiful fish. We'll get that hook out of her. Was only just sitting in. Beautiful fish though. That's that. Wait. So it's just in the 60s, like healthy fish. Big head on it. Chuck it in with the others. It's not traveling too good just because it's been hooked in the side, a bit of blood coming out. Didn't bend any trebles. Still traveling pretty sweet overall. Little bit of a scuff mark on it, stuff like that. I'm going to make an assumption the fish has grabbed it. When it's turned, it's ended up throwing out, re-hooked onto it, just on one of those big runs. So it didn't properly have the hooks in it, but then just that constant pressure kept it in. So we'll chuck that one in and we'll keep fishing. But that's now 3 in about hour and a half of fishing, because we're right on that low tide point now. So shortly we'll go try a run-in spot, but so far so good. Like, the lure works. It works really well. Yeah, 3 from 3. We haven't lost a fish. It's all been going pretty good. Alright guys, that is going to do us. So we're going to head off now. Run-in started, sort of dying off. There he is once again. So nice. Hook didn't bend out, which is good. Nice little Molix 130, Molix Glidebait 130 SS. SS is for slow sink. Like I said, I think they're about 35 bucks, maybe 40. I think I bought it on sale, so it's a bit hard to say. Works well. Things I like about it: catches fish. We fished for that hour and a half. We got 3 good flathead, 2 55s and about 55s, and that 60-ish. Catches fish. It's got a good little profile. It's sort of like a mullet, not a mullet, sorry, more like a herring to a whiting, which is fine. Worked good, caught fish. Hooks could be a little bit beefier, but it'd probably take away from some of the action. It's got a good little slash to it, so you can kick it, like walk the dog underneath. But yeah, overall went pretty good. So drop a like, drop a comment if you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to try throwing. We're going to go do something different now for a little bit, and I'll leave you to it, and I'll catch you on the next one, eh?